It started with my sister Madison's wedding last year. Growing up, Madison was always the perfect one in our family. You know the type. Homecoming queen, straight A student, never awkward, not even during puberty. Meanwhile, I was just me. Not ugly, not unsuccessful, just average. The kind of person who fades into the background at every party. Madison never let me forget that difference between us, but always in subtle, sneaky ways that made me sound crazy if I ever complained. When she got engaged to Tyler, I was genuinely happy for her. He seemed like a great guy. Kind, funny, and actually made an effort to include me in conversations during family get-togethers, unlike Madison's previous boyfriends. I really thought I'd be her maid of honor. I mean, we're sisters, right? Wrong. She chose her best friend Brianna instead, leaving me as just another bridesmaid. Whatever. I could handle that. But then came the dress situation. Madison picked these awful mustard yellow bridesmaid dresses that looked like they'd been cut out of an old 1970s curtain catalog. Here's the kicker. Everyone else got custom alterations that somehow turned their dresses into halfway decent outfits. Madison insisted it was perfect as is, even though it was 2 sizes too big and made me look like Big Bird attending a funeral. When I offered to pay for alterations myself, she said it would ruin her vision. Later, I found out she'd secretly told the seamstress not to alter my dress, even if I showed up asking for it. The wedding day itself was a masterpiece of passive-aggressive humiliation. Madison had arranged this elaborate Lucky in Love theme, complete with a massive custom-built house backdrop where they exchanged vows. It wasn't just any house. It was her dream house design, something she'd been obsessing over for years. She even had signature cocktails named Forever Love and Eternal Bliss. During her wedding speech, Madison decided to make me the punchline. "And here's my dear sister," she said, gesturing toward me, drowning in that ridiculous yellow fabric. Proof that being single at 29 isn't totally hopeless. People laughed awkwardly, but she wasn't done. "At least we know who'll be taking care of mom and dad when they're old, since she won't have a family of her own." I saw Tyler cringe visibly. Later that night, he quietly apologized to me, saying he had no idea she'd say anything so cruel. Fast forward 6 months. Madison announced her pregnancy at a family dinner. Everyone was thrilled, except Tyler. He seemed off. 2 weeks later, the truth came out. Madison had been having an affair with her personal trainer Luca for months before the wedding. The baby definitely wasn't Tyler's. He couldn't have children, something Madison already knew before marrying him. After the split, Tyler and I stayed in touch. At first, it was just coffee and conversations about her betrayal, but something changed between us. We started meeting more often, and about 3 months ago, we realized we had real feelings for each other. We didn't hide it out of shame, just to avoid unnecessary drama. Then last week, fate handed us something unbelievable. Remember that dream house design Madison used for her wedding backdrop? The one she'd been obsessed with for years? It went on the market. Tyler and I hadn't even been looking for houses, but when we saw it, we both knew. We made an offer immediately and closed the deal within days. Yesterday, our cousin Elena saw us moving in and of course told Madison. She showed up at our door soon after, full meltdown mode, mascara streak, eyes red. "How could you?" she screamed. "You've always been jealous of me." Then she broke down completely. She said she'd lost a baby, that Luca had ghosted her the moment she told him about pregnancy, and that seeing us living in her dream house was killing her. Now our family's divided. Mom thinks I'm cruel for stealing Madison's ex and her dream home. Dad quietly told me he's proud that I finally stood up for myself, though he wishes I'd done it differently. And our brother Evan? He just keeps sending laughing emojis in the family group chat. Here's the thing. I never planned any of this as revenge. Tyler and I genuinely fell in love, and the house really was a coincidence. Okay, maybe I felt a little satisfaction when we got it, but watching Madison's perfect world collapse while I finally found genuine happiness, that's better than any revenge I could have planned. Oh, and those wedding photos Madison loved to post on social media, the ones with her posing in front of her dream house backdrop, they keep popping up in her memories. Only now, Tyler and I are actually living in that house. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And tell me in the comments, what country are you watching from?